Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to learn how to use the sketch fillet tool. So what you want to do is click sketch to create a new sketch. Remember, everything starts with a sketch. We're going to choose the front plane. You can click it from the workspace here or from the history tree on the left hand side. I'll click it from here. I'll redirect my view on the navigational cube. Click the front view on the cube. It will redirect me. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a rectangle. So I'm going to click and drag. I'm going to give this the dimensions of 3 inches by 4 inches. Now, I'm going to accept those dimensions, hit escape to break the command so you can go back to your original pointer. If your dimensions are kind of in the center of your drawing, you can click and drag these. So for example, if they're in the way, you can just click and drag those. So the first thing we're going to do, say we want to round over the corners here. There's a tool up here called the sketch fillet. It works, basically it rounds over the corners. So if I click this, I'm going to have to click on the two lines that create that right angle. So if I click here and here, it's going to allow me to create a radius, or what we call a fillet. So I'm going to give this a radius of 1 inch. So it's going to have the dimension here saying R. That's the radius of the circle. It's going to do the radius or the fillet on that one corner. You can do multiple at once. So for example, I'm still in the fillet tool. So I'll do that one more time to show you. I'll click the fillet command. You'll know it's selected because it's in blue. Click the corners that I want to fillet. So I'm going to click here and here, and it's going to give me the predetermined dimension. It's going to say a radius of 1. If I like that, I can hit enter. If I don't, I can double click and change that. But I'm also going to fill it down here and down here. So I'll do those two while I'm at it. Hit enter. 1 inch is okay. And then I want to fill it this line and this line at 1 inch. You can always go back and change your dimensions after. I like to move them out of the way, but I could go back. For example, if I wanted this to be 1/2 inch, I could change that after. If you change all the fillets at once, if you change the dimensions of that, for example, like I made these two at the same time, if I change these dimensions, it's going to change the others as well because I made them at the same time. We're going to leave these at 1 inch. So each of these corners is rounded to a radius of 1 inch, and we accept the sketch. Now, I'll rotate around. You can still see it's not three-dimensional. So what I'll do is I'll extrude that sketch. Click the face I want to extrude. We're going to extrude 1 inch. That's fine. And we have our shape here. So that's one way to create a sketch fillet.